This week's Who Would Win of the Week is Jason Segel versus Brad Garrett. That's Marshall from How I Met Your Mother. He's also in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And then Brad Garrett is the brother from Everybody Loves Raymond. Two very tall fellas. I would be interested to see which one's actually taller. My money's probably on Brad Garrett.
Dude, Brad Garrett is a legitimate giant.
How tall is he?
6'9".
Wow. How tall is Jason Segel?
6'4", which is tall.
Really? I thought he was taller than that, though. I would have guessed Jason Segel was at least 6'6".
6'9"?
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Bauer, that's almost two of you.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
That's about two Alexes.
All I can think about in this whole situation though is in Forgetting Sarah and I Love You Man, when Jason Segel is just like walking down the sidewalk and the guy's like
steps in his dog shit.
Yeah, it's like, you gonna pick that up? And he just starts going crazy. He's like, ah, like that is, dude, like fearless.
My money's on Brad Garrett full time in this. Brad Garrett, stand-up comedian. He runs his own
sarcastic
club. I love Brad Garrett
he's
too.
Funny.
He's so funny. Everybody Loves Raymond. Great show. He kills it on it. And that's a thing, man. Like being a stand-up kind of, in the 90s and stuff, like he definitely had to go through some things. Jason Segel, I love that dude. I love everything he's in. The Apple Plus show that he's on now, whatever it's called, is really, really good.
Whatever it's called? Is that the name of the show?
No, it's called it's called like Help Me or something like that. That's not even close, but I can't remember. But he's like a therapist in it, but it's really funny. But I've heard some interviews with him and stuff, and like he's just too much in the Hollywood machine a little bit. Like
soft.
He's too soft, and Brad Garrett is gonna bring the fucking thunder. 6'9" Brad Garrett is gonna boom, he's gonna rock his ass.
I agree, for the sole purpose of, dude, when you're a human that's 6'9", like people are always gonna try to fight you because they're like, dude, this dude's 6'9". And if you're still kicking it, that means that you're beating the shit out of those people.
I feel like if you're 6'9", you're not really afraid of anything. Like if you run into like Shaq or something,
maybe
or a
like,
guy that like Shaq, but
like Priuses, because you get claustrophobic in them.
Right. But I mean, if you're 6'9", I feel like you're
spaces.
completely untouchable.
Dude, 6'9" is a big human.
Yeah, that's a lot. I would love to be that
and
tall.
He seems
well, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, he you know what? That's a good point. Like he does kind of carry himself very well. Like there's a lot of guys that size, and I'm not saying Brad Garrett's not like kind of lanky or anything, but he doesn't like he does seem to like know his body pretty well.
His
know what I
frame
mean?
is well filled out. He's not like a crazy skinny or like too fat.
Right.
Like, dude, I wonder how much he weighs.
Be a good way to test the athleticism of like really tall guys. Be like, before they fight, be like, run 100 feet real quick. Let us just see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Get a feel for how coordinated they are.
And I'm just not sure what Jason Segel's actually bringing to the table.
I don't know. I keep thinking of different movie scenes, like Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He gets his ass beat, but he survives, so he can take a beating.
I actually will say, though, it says he only weighs 216 pounds, which is light.
That dude does not
Brad
weigh
Garrett?
216.
I don't think. There's no way that's correct.
He said that in like a comedy bit one, like as a joke.
I don't know. Somebody maybe just made up that number.
Dude, he's got to be like 280 at least.
You think so?
Dude, when you're 6'4", like when you're 6'4", like I bet you Jason Segel 6'2". Yeah, I mean,
how much do you weigh?
Like 200 pounds on the button.
Wow,
on the button.
Yeah.
All right,
dude, and like when you're 6'9", like think. I mean, this is a bad comparison because obviously Josh Allen's a professional athlete, but like if you look at his physique, like obviously he's got a lot of muscle because he works out, but like from a body perspective, he's not like a super toned guy. He's got a pretty average looking physique, other than the fact that you can obviously tell he's a professional athlete.
Yeah.
And he's what, 6'5", and he weighs like 240.
Wow.
Yeah, that guy looked pretty big. I mean, I don't know much about him.
Dude, 6'9". I'm not kidding you. Like
that's like bones.
If you're
skinny.
216 at 6'9", you're like severely underweight, I bet.
Oh, 100%, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's not healthy.
Because people don't understand how, I mean, even if you're not like a muscular guy, even if you're not a fat guy, if you're a skinny, tall person, you weigh a lot. Because you're just, you got inches, man. Every part of you is a little bit larger. But I still am going to take, what's his name?
Brad Garrett.
Oh,
it's Brad Garrett.
I'm taking Brad Garrett.
Yeah, I think
6'9" just fucking big. And
He's
like I said,
huge,
he kind of looks like a sturdy dude. Like, he doesn't walk around like uncomfortably. And I agree with you. I think he's got a little bit of grit in him growing up in those comedy bars.
I mean,
whereas
even if
like Jason Segel, I agree. Like he's a little bit soft.
He is a little bit soft. He's just not a fighter. He's not a bad dude, but he's just not. He just is.
But
not
also
gonna be able
maybe
to
I just
carry
have like a
himself
little
in the
bit too
ring.
much like forgetting Sarah Marshall bias because he is like a bitch in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But
Such a funny movie.
so I'm one of
Great
the
movie.
all time. I'm gonna lock in Miles Garrett. What's his name?
Brad Garrett.
Brad Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
Let's
That
throw
is
Miles
somebody.
Garrett in, right?
Yeah.
He's a football player.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go with that too. I mean, I looked at a few pictures of him. Looks like a pretty scary guy. I don't think I'd fight him personally.
And that's you know what, you're kind of right because I think he'd probably
Yeah,
be
he's
pretty
got a little bit of
intimidating.
intimidation
and his
factor.
voice also is like very like. I bet you could turn it on. Like Brad Garrett could
Oh,
get real
dude,
scary
here's-
if he wanted
Here's
to.
what I'd say is like, this is one of those situations where like, if it was a Royal Rumble and Jason Segel was like plus 180, I'd definitely hammer
Segel.
some money.
Stop calling him Jason.
All right,
Segel.
Jason Segel. I'd hammer my money on him and I'd cheer for him, but I'd know deep down that it's
You're
a
probably
really
not
bad
gonna
bet.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Brad Garrett. all the way.
That's a numbers bet. You're looking at the number.
Yeah.
Yeah.